So, sooner than soon, I'll get to the rest of that. Venus will enter Cancer, likely later tonight, potentially by tomorrow. Okay, this is July 17th when I'm recording this. I think it is a little bit later tonight. So, I have my handy dandy book over here. Obviously, you should hit the thumbs up button. All 12 zodiac signs. I'm going to help you understand how to navigate this Cancer. You want to go by your rising signs at the most pertinent and important. Okay, I am a big fan of checking the forecast, not only for your natal rising, but for your current solar return rising as well. So I'm a natal rising in Scorpio. This year, 2022, my rising sign is in Gemini. So I personally like to check both. And really, as that backup, I do check the fact that I'm an Aries sun, but it's mostly because I have a triple Aries. So it affects me a little bit more intensely rather than just having my sun simply in Aries. Prioritize your rising signs, personal preference. Like I say, I take into account my natal rising and my progressed rising sign. I add the two together. While you're here, like this, thumbs up. I have Aileen with me, Irish Connection. She's going to start off and give you, for the Cancer season, a quick poll as I work on the opposite end and share some things with you all. Okay, then I'm going to come back to talk to you about what is Venus in Cancer, what do I see. Right now we're 29 degrees in Gemini, Venus in Gemini. And so that means that that square is really breaking the illusions of Neptune in Pisces at the final and critical amount, the critical element. She's over here burping. She's realizing it. So recognize these signs, okay? It's about what that square looks like, that final square before it leaves and starts to have a more harmonious trine, because this will start to actually trine Pisces energy. So our emotions, our feelings will have a more harmonious outlet rather than us having to have a logical thought process that we do value while Venus is in Gemini, having to put the dots together. Now you're going to be able to feel your way through. So if you're a feeler, go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me once more. Eileen's going to give you a read for Venus in Cancer, and then I'm going to help you understand what Venus in Cancer is all about. So this is just an overall energy.
Okay, hello. So I'm gonna be using right now my Starseed Oracle. Let me see, just to show you a little bit of the case. I love this one because it's about energies out of space. Like, it really treats you as people who are starseeds are people who are literally not humans. They're aliens. We're all aliens. So there's energy from outer space. So if something doesn't quite feel like it should be for the human life, this gives you like the answer for those reasons. Like, you might not feel like home because you're literally never gonna be feeling at home while you're here in this planet. So let's see for this forecast, what's the message. The golden children. This is about your inner child tendencies, everything that your inner child might want. Because when we're small, when we're children, when we're not quite thinking a lot, we just can focus on feeling. You just feel things. If you're, I just met his nephew. He's a baby. He's 1, and it's really amazing because. If he wants to go to sleep, he just go to sleep. If he wants you to carry him, he will not stop until you carry him. If he wants to get out of his stroller, he will just get out. So it's all about that, about fulfilling whatever our inner child is telling us to do. We feel a lot of stuff, and I recognize that, for example, I'm having like a back pain, a really bad back pain, and I cannot think through it. If you ask me what I wanted to do this morning, or even like the past 2 days, I would be like, I just want to stay home and chill and rest and do nothing until the backache is gone. But still, I had to go through a lot of stuff because I was like, I don't want to say like pressure, because I did do the stuff that I needed to do because I wanted to, but it was like a little bit more forceful. Like, yeah, I have to think about, I really want to be with my sister, I want to please my parents, I want to please my boyfriend's parents. So there's a thought process behind it. But all about this card is to stop that process and to actually give your body, give your emotions everything that they need, everything that you feel inside. So you can do a little meditation to understand what's what this is about. So you just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and you ask yourself as a mantra, what do I want? What do I need? These two are different questions, but they're as important, because what you want and what you need is something that you need to cater to yourself, at least for this season.
Absolutely. Definitely go ahead and take a moment and hit that thumbs up, especially if you resonate with the message so far. This is just an overall reading. The golden children, okay? Children, home, family, Cancer, right? And we're stepping into what? Leo season, which is where kids are.
And plus, like the golden children, it's about the sun. They're literally sons of the sun. So it goes into theme like right away.
And she said something that I want to have you try as we get deeper into this Venus in Cancer message. The son of the sun, right? I've had a recent reminder about the fact that the sun is a star. So you are the son of the star. You're literally the star of stars. You're a star seed. You're a star child. Not only that, but the golden light, depending on how deep you want to go in this, and this is not the particular video for this, but I'm going to briefly share it, having that golden beam of light flow through you. Okay, so I'm going to kind of skip that for now. I'm going to definitely go live on that soon, about that golden light, that golden beam, you as a star child, being able to open up those channels, which really works in from the Kundalini breath. This is something I'm going to spend more and more time doing, so we can unravel that snake that's coiled in that home abode, okay, that deep-rooted center, the sacral and the root chakra, Muladhara Swadhisthana. I'm going to have to start talking more about these things. This message is coming very clear, and it's like my speeches will upgrade. The level of content, I'm starting to feel much more emotionally safe and secure, even with this particular platform, to speak on certain things. And so this is a lot of what Venus in Cancer is already about. It's making sure that we value the emotions that we once upon a time repressed. Did you hear what I just said? It's making sure. Take a vote in the chat. You're going to see over at the top right side, I see 100% so far saying that, yeah, Cancer season is real. Cancer season is a very nostalgic season. The sun is in Cancer. Mercury is in Cancer. And now, later by today, Venus will be in Cancer. Thank you all, 8 of you on this video. You better hit that thumbs up before I knock you in your mouth, okay? Ooh. Ooh. Hit that thumbs up before I knock you in your mouth. Okay, listen. So what this is kind of saying is, and I have my whole South Node is in Cancer, right? And it's like these Cancer themes has really been rocking me. I told her about a month ago. I said, yo, I can feel it next month that I'm going to need more time by myself. I'm going to need more time. And I know we were coming to visit parents, family. I know we're coming to visit siblings, family. I know now that my family was coming, so our families are meeting our families. All of that wasn't even fully clear yet, but I knew early. Psychic, okay? You're starting to value your psychic intuition. You're starting to value the fact that you can see and feel what's not necessarily there in physical reality. What's not necessarily something that you can logically process. So we're now leaving Venus in Gemini. We're no longer is Mercury in Gemini. You understand what I'm saying? So this whole logical, rational mind is no longer required, especially in this season. You're going to see past lives being revealed. You're going to have dreams being no longer dreams, but revelations. You feel me? Cancer risings in the house. You're going to be the star of this show. Come in with the Venus in Cancer. Okay, you're going through first house transits. I'm going to give all 12 zodiac signs. She's going to pull a tarot card, actually a starseed card, and mermaids. Mermaids, perfect for the watery energy we have coming on. She's going to pull these cards for this watery season. So before we get into Aries as the first, I want to take a moment to say, definitely look at what we have coming on here. It looks like a jumble, but we really started this Abundant Reality Kickstart, okay? For 8 weeks, we're going to be talking to you, and not just talking to you, but teaching you magic. Magic with the K, okay? I almost got to type it out. You want to explain more to them how we're going to combine magic and astrology in this Abundant Reality Kickstart? And I got to type that magic with a K.
Yeah, of course. Both of them are actually to help you heal all of the wounds that you have, so you can move forward. Because a lot of times, and I see this a lot when he's reading charts, it's like there's something locking you from your purpose, from your fate, from your abundance. And most of the time, it's healing wounds from the past, and it even can be not wounds from this life, but from past lives. So this is where astrology and magic meet up, because he can know with the with this whole other language as is astrology, what is happening in the world and within yourself.
And the metaphysical. But go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Like, you can know a lot of things just by the astrology part, and how to unlock them and how to actually help you healing. That's where the magical part starts, because you have like a little outside help. For example, candle magic is gonna help you to burn through that candle all of the things that you are wanting to get rid of right now. Or the candle can take for you some of the hits that you don't necessarily need to take, because you already know, you already understood the lesson. So it's gonna help you to go through that, whatever it is, so much quicker. And there's a lot of stuff. You can also learn how to use the crystals, learn how to water cleanse, do a lot of rituals, a lot of things that can help you to unlock this reality, this abundant reality. That's how these two meet up and how these work. I'm sorry, just like,
no, my bad. I was looking for the next light, and for me, my natal Venus is in Gemini, right? So we're right now at 29 degrees. This is where things get very climactic. So because we're in Cancer season, I would expect that things between you and your siblings to it's very climactic. Doesn't have to be bad, doesn't have to be good, but it's definitely going to climax something around the themes of you and your siblings, and what feelings or emotions maybe you have not expressed. Where have you not been clear? And through not being clear, you've actually learned to betray yourself. But what you're going to also recognize with Cancer season, it is the best at betraying itself because it's very subjective. Cancer as an energy is a subjective energy. The way Cancer sees the world is not reality, okay? It does not make it wrong or right, but it's not based in reality. It's based off of their personal feelings. You understand what I'm saying? So I know this for myself with a Mars in Cancer. It's like the actions that I take are not always logistical. I have to talk to her sometimes. She's like, yo, I know this may hurt, but... And there are times when I really need to sit back and listen, in a sense, to my partner and go, yeah, you know what? This doesn't make sense. I'm passionate about this, and the passion sometimes will just carry me on, but it's not necessarily the right move to make when I'm making it. And then there's the other time when you have to also obey the fact that Cancer has a purpose, okay? Watery energy in the Cancer element has a purpose. And there's a time where the healing, the nurturing of your emotions are just more important than what may be logistically or politically correct. You feel me? If I was talking Libra and political, or logistically, and with Cancer and Capricorn and having to follow certain rules and structures. Cancer is not always about that. So this season is helping us to understand that our emotions have a priority and that they can no longer stay repressed. You're going to also realize themes of gaslighting, okay? People will try very much to convince you. Cancer is really masterful at this. It will try very hard to convince you that you're not as good at something as you really are. Okay, did you hear what I just said? You're going to be a master at something. You're going to be so exclusive in a craft and an ability, because Cancer represents our abilities. So that's something you have from birth. Usually it has to still have to go through some unlocking phases, which is why you should definitely join and check this out, because if you're able to screenshot this, post it up on your Instagram or your Facebook, you'll see it says screenshot here. We're giving away a free spot, okay? How much is the program? The early bird is $500?
Yeah, 5 something.
For this particular event, the early bird is $497. And we're giving away a free spot. Second place out of this, and it's a super simple challenge. Second place out of this, we'll get 55% off. Okay, so that's already talking like $200 and some change. In the third place, you still have that opportunity. Based off of how you answer the questions, you'll see it. It says screenshot this. I just typed it in the chat. You'll see it. Just look at the last comment. Third place will get about 33% off. I don't know what that is off the rip, but you'll see it. You'll understand it. And that's off the early bird. Okay, early bird ends on the 1st of August. I just wanted to make this quick mention, primarily because of those 4 steps we're doing. It really is relevant to Cancer season. We're going to help you to connect with your guides, whether they are dragons, angels, working in with the Kabbalah, working in with mermaids, working in with she's more of the watery one. She has her own version of connection with guides. Then we're going to help you focus on how do you actually do the healing work, because everybody talks about the healing, but you know what the reality is? It's like, this is mental masturbation and it's time to stop. Did you hear what I just said? I am ruthless. I don't care. You are mentally masturbating on the internet. Stop taking in so much information about how to heal and then not doing any of it to actually heal. So with this one is a very applicable healing method that we're going to be teaching and sharing of how we did it for ourselves. Connecting with the guides, going through the healing, actually applying it, and the last step is to actually conclude it. And this is where most people fail. Even when they do all the 1, 2, 3 steps, they fail at closing cycles so that new ones can open up, closing old talents, closing an old love, closing an old whatever it is that was continuously wounding you. So 3 spots, first, second, third place. First place is going to win a complete free mentorship. There's no reason for you not to. All you have to do is screenshot it and say why you want to do it and share it with 2 people on your Instagram or on your Facebook. Super simple. And I have that there. Like I said, it's the last comment, so you'll see that. Hit the thumbs up. Let's get deeper into Venus in Cancer. How will it impact everybody? Is there any questions you have about Venus in Cancer and what this might mean? Shoot it in the chat. Drop it. Hit us up about it right now while we're live so we can just go ahead and answer this impromptu live with you. I'm going to Aries now. The last thing I really feel like was so important is that gaslight theme. Okay, you are naturally masterful at something, and be careful of people forcing you to rely on them to gain a certain sense of validation, especially emotional validation that X, Y, or Z is okay and it's true. Because this is coming on the opposite of Capricorn, and we're going through this permanent transformation with Pluto in Capricorn on themes around manipulation, especially in the workplace or with a boss. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Angel? Workplace within a boss or even an authority figure. Be very mindful of people who have authority over you, but from a false sense of power. Okay? Something that's not grounded in something stable. So somebody who might actually be in charge of certain things, who might actually have authority. This can simply be a parent. This could be a boss. This could literally be who you're in a relationship with if you consider them the authority figure in the relationship, where you have to go and ask for permission to do something that you have as a natural ability or talent. This is the time where this used to work, but if you've been doing the inner work, the inner healing, and actually applying it and not just learning and mentally masturbating about it, the beautiful thing is these same gaslighting tactics should not work anymore. You should be able to be recognizing them in real time and not in past time, not having to go back and be nostalgic about, oh, when that boyfriend used to make me feel like I was nothing without him. Or, oh, when that girlfriend made me feel like I have to go to her to make any decision before I made my decision on something I'm naturally masterful at, okay? So these are the themes of gaslighting around Cancer season. Mercury is there, the sun is there, and the fact that the sun is there is why we're able to realize the gaslight themes. It's why we're able to realize what emotions have been repressed and unexpressed to the point where we are getting sick from the inside out, where now you're causing physical injuries in your body, okay? Which will then probably indicate where you need to go ahead and address what's next. Can you give me a breath break? I want you to pull one more card based off of, again, Cancer-related themes, but to help them go one step further from the golden child, whatever it is. One step deeper, and I'm gonna take a mental and physical breath and get into the Aries for the first out of the forecast reading for all 12 zodiac signs.
Yeah, now I'm gonna take a card from the Mermaid Magical Messages. I really love this deck. It bummed me out a little bit at first that it didn't have like illustrations, but it is worded very beautifully, so it's helped me a lot, and I feel like I really connected with this one. So, well,
oh, we got a jumper.
Yeah.
2.
Let's see. This says dolphin dreaming. Dreams filled with intuitive insights are yours. This is literally what Pernell was talking about. It's gonna be in your dreams. Mm-hmm. These nights of delightful guidance are being sent to you by the dolphins and the mermaids, their friends. Heed the signs, wisdom awakens as you slumber. So pay special attention to your dreams. This also gives me something to do with intuition, like follow your intuition. If you're thinking about it, you already missed it. It's the first thing you feel. You have to think about it, you've gone too far. So listen to your gut, literally, because sometimes you go into a place and you're like, there's something I don't like from here. But then you start thinking, what could it be? It doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't have to make sense. If you don't feel it, you don't feel it, and you just get out of there. And the second message is the mermaid's comb. It says, your thoughts help create your world. So clear your mind, consciously refresh, and reset. To help, the mermaids will cleanse your crown chakra energy to ensure your thoughts lovingly support and encourage you. I feel like this has to do a lot with the inner child things, the golden children, because you need to do this, but in a tender way, in a nourishing way. Literally, the way you would treat a child, the way you would treat a baby, that's how you need to treat yourself. And it comes back again to me for a little meditation, just to understand what are you feeling, what are you craving. Maybe you can even get some sense of why you're feeling what you're feeling when you're in this deep thought meditation. So yeah, this is an invitation to just reset, understand your feelings, and be tender to yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Right on. So now she's going to pull a starseed card for each of the zodiac signs. First, we have Aries, okay? Number one, I'm going to say Aries. So, Aries rising, Aries suns. I have an Aries sun. This can definitely apply. We're talking Aries, which will be fourth house, okay? So, fourth house is where Venus in Cancer, Venus not in Cancer, this is where you will begin to put most of your energy and ask for what you're valuing. Your mind, Aries, will be thinking, because Cancer is in Mercury, your mind will be thinking about the home and the family. Your value systems will be thinking about it. Venus in its heightened form excessively as a part of Taurus, if you focus on hedonism, can become addictions. So never forget that Venus is usually about love and beauty and pleasure, but we can overextend that pleasure and beauty, and we can get to the point of addiction where now you could be overly addicted on thoughts of family or the home to the part of going too far. So that's one thing I would like to say, be mindful of, Aries, because we know that, I know as an Aries myself, that Aries, we can easily get so passionate and so single, one-sided on a certain theme or person or whatever it is, which would be fourth house, home and family, and the roots, or even past nostalgic moments. I had an opportunity to talk to Aileen the other day, and I was like, man, like, I really am missing my ex right now. Like, and it was like really important for me to be able to feel safe enough to express that, and also realize that it's a nostalgic moment. I was able to recognize that this is Cancer season. I am missing, but it's not necessarily missing the person per se, rather than making sure that I stay on track in a sense where what did I learn from this time frame that are going to help my emotions and help me better structure Cancer season, fourth house, this home, this family concept, this home, this family understanding, as Aileen and I are getting ready to go live in Guadalajara, Mexico. So it's like my mind has not been like safe until 3-4 days ago. We bought our Airbnb and we bought our flights. So this is a prime example of Aries, as Aries rising, fourth house transit. Home has already been on the mind because Mercury has already been there, the sun has already been there. So our mind and our self has already been, as Aries, aligned with what will make me feel safe and at home. And we've been talking about this thing. I've been having excitement going into like freaking TJ Maxx and like Home Goods and the dollar store, like Five and Below and Ross, and just looking at home items that I would like to have that would help me feel more safe, more comfortable, more like I'm in my own humble abode. So Aries, risings and suns, home is really what the forecast looks like for you and what you're beginning to value. So what I'll say is just ask yourself, what will make me feel safe?
And I have the answer to that. Literally, boundaries. The card that's here is the weight of the world. So for all of you Aries, you're carrying way too much. There is something that you're doing, probably it has to do something with family just because of the placements of the fourth house. So it's most likely that this figure of authority that Pernell was talking about was the people who you actually need to set your boundaries with. Just to let it go, understand that it's not yours to carry. It's something that you have to understand that I mean, I get it. I do understand how it is hard to let go of something that you feel responsible for, because it's what you've been doing all of your life in a sense, so you are actually used to doing it too. But this is what you need to reset. What do you really want? What do you really need? And if it doesn't meet the things that these boundaries are letting you to do, you need to let these feelings out. You're Aries, so when you feel angry, that's when you need to set the boundary. It's not
Clap back.
yeah, when you're angry, it's not a feeling that you need to just go like, it doesn't exist, it's too ugly, it shouldn't be there. It absolutely should be there, just in the right way, understanding that that's how you set your boundary. If something is making you angry, it's because something is not right. And we come back to the instinct thing. That's the thing. A baby doesn't feel right, then it sets a boundary.
Right
it starts
away.
crying.
Right
and
away.
it's like, this isn't going to happen.
Absolutely. I almost have to show you one more time. I saw Self-Centered say that they've been pulling this card a lot. So glad to see you have this Starseed deck. It's a dope deck. And I can tell you personally, as an Aries, I've been having these conversations with Aileen. Like, there are moments when I'm like, I'm catching myself go inward and wanting to hold what I really feel like I needed to say. And it came as simple as when I took the moment to just say, oh, somehow, somewhere, this really hurts me and I feel really awkward to even say or have the feelings that I'm having, which is already a warning, right? Like, I shouldn't necessarily have to feel awkward for having feelings that I'm really having, Aries, right? And so this is about taking a new, fresh start, because Cancer season, all cardinal signs are fresh starts energies. Aries is going to be 0 degrees at the same time as Venus, and Cancer will be 0 degrees. Aries moon, will be 0 degrees, as well as Cancer, 0 degrees. So I feel it as an Aries myself. My moon is in Aries, my sun, my Mercury, natural, right? And I'm feeling that weight of the world is no longer my personal responsibility. I'm only beginning to care and spend the time and energy on the things that not only that I care about, but also on the people who actually are fueling my own personal purpose, my own personal foundation as well, and not too many people outside of that.
Boundaries.
Boundaries is the key term. Taurus, number 2. I see you in the chat. Aries moon, gang. What's up, Angel? Nice to see you. Taurus, you're going through 3rd house, okay? Taurus, what I feel like off the rip is this is you looking at your talents, which Taurus is one of the things being talents, but also 3rd house being skills. How do you use your talents in a more skillful way, okay? Those skills require a certain practice, Taurus, that you understand, and Venus and Cancer is helping you look at the 3rd house. How will you begin to start writing and potentially using media or broadcasting your talents in a more skillful and masterful way? A way where, you feel safe enough to do it, you feel secure to do it. Maybe it's potentially a new fresh start that you're valuing in your home on mastering certain, I don't even want to say mastering because it's not a Virgo energy. I want to say more so practicing and learning about your own personal talents, about the talents that have been hidden from you or even unconscious, because 4th house in Cancer can be representing the unconscious mind, okay? She gave the dream card for the overall reading, so this could be something where, Taurus, you're very linked to dreams. Scorpio being on the opposite side, okay, a very metaphysical sign. You have the ability now to start recognizing that your 5 senses are actually linked to the intuition in your body. So it's time to start communicating what you have already been feeling, what you've already been smelling, tasting, touching, seeing, okay? You feel things in your body in a way where now you're taking a more skillful approach. You're practicing your intuition. I believe her sister is a Taurus, and I can kind of already see it through some conversations we're having, that she's getting ready to really start practicing some skills that she's already have had. Like Taurus right now, you have Uranus in Taurus. You have the North Node in Taurus. So you'll be going through a tremendous amount of upheaval, shocks, and revelations, as well as very uncomfortable moments, because Uranus is there. So it's really making sure that it takes you all the way out of your comfort. And it's shocking the hell out of you, right? Like, it's forcing you to pull up old emotions that are ultimately linked to 4th house, okay? The things that have essentially kind of been buried under the surface. How these emotions have been buried under the surface and basically stop your talents, stop you from practicing these skills, stop you from using media in a more meaningful and masterful manner. So Taurus, this is what I kind of feel for you on this time frame, she has a card for you.
Yeah, it was funny because I saw it. It was like right behind the one that I pulled for Aries. I was like, I'm not sure. I'm gonna pull it again, and it came right up. Yep. This is a Lost Lands card. This has a lot to do. The message for you, with everything that's been said, is to take advantage of this moment, because everything that is unlocking for you is something that you actually mastered in the past, and that it's unlocking right now. In the past, meaning like past lives. These are real soul memories, gifts that you used to have. So if you feel like something is easy in a way, let's say a weird human way, because you've never done it before, but somehow it's easy, somehow you feel like you've done this before, that's a gift that's unlocking. That's something that you keep, that you want to keep working on, because that is the thing that's unlocking right now. You should use this energy and be aware, use your intuition to understand which are these gifts that you're on your way to, I mean, not mastering, I don't want to say that, but that you're developing.
Practicing and developing, yeah.
Because this is all something that you've done before, so it's something that you already have like in your soul memory, so you really shouldn't be afraid of anything. That it's also a comforting message that you've done this before, you know how to do it, so trust yourself. I feel like the stubborn Taurus needs to understand this, that it's something that you've done before, and you really do not have to worry about it. You've got it, Taurus. Use this energy and move forward.
Absolutely. Oh, I was getting ready to give. I'm looking for my shaker, baby. I had to go.
Oh, I know where it is.
You know where it is?
Yeah,
go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah,
hey,
you do the next one?
Remember the back.
Yeah.
Take it easy. All right. Hey, listen, everybody on here fresh, I want you to hit the thumbs up button. There's 13 of you on here. Help your boy out. Help the channel out. Help the message get out for this Venus in Cancer transit. Okay, just hit the thumbs up. It's really super simple. It's really super easy. Help us all grow and unite together. So what she was saying, we come back as humans. You all starseeds, you are like, highly powerful creatures. The breath is the key. So I'm gonna do a quick breath work before we go to Gemini and give you the forecast, because the breath is actually one of the ways we can access past memories. Thank you for that thumbs up. I saw you. Woo! The breath is one of the ways we have to focus on the Kundalini energy. We're going to bring that energy up the spine. Taurus, you represent the sacral chakra as a part of it, the orange, the relationship center, the sexual center. And so, especially if you've been misusing sex, this is a time to say, let's switch it up. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. All right? I'm going to show you my belly.
I'll be right here.
I'm going to push it to the side. So we're going to take these fire breaths. We're only going to do about 20. So my mouth was closed all the way. I'm only breathing in and out through my nose as I inhale, as I exhale.
Yeah, we have a cat. My sister cat's in here. I mean, he just felt the energy because I mean, actually too. Like, he starts blowing up, but he was like, "What's up? What's happening?
Absolutely.
Are you okay?" There's a lot of energy here right now.
Boom. So that fire breath already begins to access some of those old past soul memories. How you do it, this really goes to the fire serpent, if you will. This is the snake that's within all of us. Okay, this is your Kundalini energy. The thing is, in order to access that Kundalini energy, you have to heat it up. So I just did a quick breathing exercise with you. If you really rocked and want to try more breathing exercises with me like that, hit the thumbs up. Let me know in the chat if there's something you enjoyed. If you didn't try it, you missed out. My whole point is, you have to heat that energy in order to bring it back up the spine to get it closer to that pineal, where all these two eyes become one. Okay, it brings you that third eye. That's that divinity once again. Okay, so that said, we're gonna go. Thank you for those thumbs up. I'm gonna share this one more time in case anybody wants to win a free spot on this 8-week mentorship that we're running. August 1st is when the early bird ends. What's up, fam? How you doing, Ashley? August 1st is when, that's my sister's name, and I just saw her. She's down here in Orlando with us in Florida. Yeah, right before I went back to Miami. Mexico, my bad. So yeah, first place, like I said, it's super simple. All you have to do is take a screenshot and share it and tag us in your Instagram as well, so we know you did it. And that way, what? You're in Orlando? What's up, Ash? Dang, son. I mean, maybe we need to talk about it. Let's see what's up. All right. That's that. Remember, second place, you get 55% off. Third place, you get 33% off. Before August 1st, and that's when the early bird is over. Okay? Gemini, you are enduring a Venus and Cancer transit. Gemini, you are going through a second house. We're talking money. So, thank you for those thumbs up. Hit it. Gemini, we're now at number 3. Well, the third sign, second house. So I'm going to go number 3. We have Gemini. She already dropped a card. And we're going to go, voila.
Mind you, I'm Gemini rising natal, so.
She's Gemini rising natal. I'm Gemini rising on the progress. So we can definitely talk about this. This looks like a new season of how you look at money, how you value money, but not just money, understanding how you value your own personal resources and your self-esteem, which is a direct indicator of the type of resource that you're capable of having. So the question is, while Venus is in Cancer and Venus just left your sign, Gemini, is at the climactic degree right now as we speak, 29 degrees. So it's like something around the themes of what you have and even what you don't have has been revealed. And you're now thinking, look, I need something to feel safe and secure. Gemini Sun, Gemini Ascendant. What's up, gang? You're now thinking, I need something to feel safe and secure. You're now having, again, past lives come through. I can tell you like this. For me, one of it was about, a lot of it is about prison. A lot of them are about me being imprisoned and now shifting what that sentence looks like as I step back out of exile. And a lot of me has already metaphysically stepped out of exile. It's just about me in the physical world continuously making that transition from when in my past lives I've been in exile and taking what I valued from that. So Gemini, I hope that that applies to you a little bit on what from your past lives, what from your unconscious mind has been revealed and become more conscious while Venus was in Gemini. Now that we go Venus in Cancer, where you can start to feel your way through. A little less thinking and starting to value a little bit more of the feeling, Gemini. Because I know as some Gemini, Venus and Gemini myself, it's like I can digest and process what I'm going through with clear intelligence and actually speak about complex emotions in a way where I pretty much would hit it on the nail. The problem was I wasn't valuing feeling what those emotions were, valuing feeling the experience, which might just put me in a weeping state. It might just put me in a state where I'm really, really sad and not able to be so lighthearted like Geminis love to be. Instead, having to really like dive deep and be like, you know what? Here's the simple truth. I'm really sad right now. Here's the simple truth. I'm feeling not like nothing. Like I don't really want to be. I'm out of it. And what's happening, you're starting to value what your emotions has revealed, what your dreams have revealed, and what have your past lives. If you've been aware and conscious, hopefully maybe you're journaling and writing this stuff out to feel more with a pencil and pen, not on a computer, because that would be the Gemini technological way to do it versus the feeling. Take a time to put the pencil or the pen in the journal. Feel. You're now valuing these feelings, and as you do, you're going to unlock certain skills. Again, Gemini is skills. Certain skills that you've always had. And then, with that being said, the money will start to kind of pour and rain down on you at a foundational level. Something that is lasting and stable long term. What she got for you?
This card name is... I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, but I really don't know the word. It's a Welsh word, hiraeth. That's literally meaning homesick, longing for a home. But this is what I was talking about in the beginning, that this is for starseeds, right? So this is for people that's not really human. This is for aliens. This is for a message for really our soul. So home is probably something that you're not really gonna find ever here on Earth. So you look for something that's similar, something that gives you the same effect. So this card is encouraging you to find more people that feel like home. To maybe engage into a community that feel like home. Because you could travel, and I mean, this says so, like in the reading of the book, that people are traveling trying to find this home, but the thing is that you're not going to find it, because it's something that's not here. It's literally not from Earth, so it's not going to be here. It's just a waste of the resources right now. I would focus really on having some community that has your back, to going to some friends that really feel like kindred spirits, because that's when you're gonna find this home. And I'm speaking for myself right now too. It is literally what happened. I've been without a home for like, I don't know, 5-6 years now, and until I don't know, a couple nights I was like, I feel home, like finally, after so many times, just because I found my people. So that's a longing, that's what you should really be looking for, not for material things that will come after. Because if you already feel like home, you're already attracting this energy. It's part of the manifestation process. So if you feel like home with your people, everything else is going to start to be into place. Oh, it's going to fall just like puzzle pieces just together.
Yeah, Gemini, she's really rocking with that, because I've been feeling that for myself. This is what it is about star seeds. Okay, we're never necessarily going to have the physical home, because remember, we came here with our souls to live that human experience. So
it's important to remember that you chose it.
You
There's
chose
something
it. I
here.
chose it. You chose it. We chose
We all
it.
chose to be here for some reason. If we know it or not, that's not really the point right now. Just to understand that there is a reason that's bigger than ourselves.
Boom.
So we need to start making peace with it and understanding and enjoying ultimately this process as much as we can.
Boom. I got so much I want to say about that, but I'm going to move forward on to the stars of the show. Ashley, as well as Angel, she said she really loved the card that you pulled, and the Sun card happened to pull out. Is there anything you can say maybe about the Sun card, about how that might apply to Gemini? The Sun card in her tarot pulled out.
The
Sun card in tarot.
Oh, she pulled the Sun.
Well, it just jumped out. It flew out of her deck.
Oh, okay.
While you were talking about that.
No. Well, of the rip, I think it's a positive card.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna shine light on these things, on feelings that were left unsaid, and you need to embrace this light too, because we're stepping into the Leo season, so it's actually when you're gonna shine the most. This is just like a preparation. This is just something for you to be aware, to be prepared, and as you keep going and unlocking these feelings and understanding that everything that you feel is natural and it's okay, once you set these boundaries, when you understand that you need to seek for people and not for actual stuff, then your light is gonna shine too. So it's kind of both ways. It will shine light on these things, and also you will shine after your healing.
Voila, we got Cancer first house. You are the stars of the show. You're the stars of the season. You're the star of Mercury right now. For my Cancer risings and for my Cancer suns, okay? Or even where Cancer sits in your particular chart, it will affect you, all right? Venus is entering Cancer. We're officially leaving Venus in Gemini at 29 degrees, which where is that right now? We got jumpers coming out of the deck all day. Cancer rising here, Mercury, Mars, woo. What's up, Sabrina the Mystery? I see how you are in mystery, my friend. There we go. You just reminded me I got to hit my friend up, Sabrina. 10 on screen. We got 10 people watching, 10 thumbs up. That's super dope. If you didn't hit that thumbs up yet, go ahead and do it. So we have, she's already ready. I feel her. You want to hit it first, or should I give the forecast? She's like, let me at him. She's like, let me at him.
Well, it's just that I have this funny thing that happens every once in a while. Someone's guides here, whoever's Cancer right now.
Hit him with it.
Your guides are like screaming that this card is called All Paths Lead Home. It's again about following your intuition. So those first cards that I pulled were also like right on point for you. You need to follow your intuition and to understand that it really doesn't matter. Like I feel like you are somehow in a point where you need to decide something. And it's a really tough decision, but you need to be aware that it really doesn't matter which one you pick, because they will lead to the same space. They will lead to the same answer. They will lead to the same place. In this case, Israel is literally called all paths lead home, and this is the theme of this whole season. So this is literally gonna make you go to where you need to be with your people, with your community, where you actually feel at home. I once heard that it really doesn't matter. There is no right choice, because there's only two ways that things can go. Things can go like your way, the way you're planning, the way you're envisioning, and you get the results that you already had on your mind. And the other way is that something else happens, but then you learn from it. Even if it's for a higher experience or for one that you don't care for that much, it doesn't matter. 1111 on the screen, thank you. And it really doesn't matter, because anyways, you're gonna be winning from this. And especially for you, this is gonna be a win-win situation. It doesn't matter the decision that you take. It's gonna be a win-win situation. You're gonna feel excellent after this. You just need to follow your intuition, and then you'll be set.
So I just typed in the chat, share your experience and help us all out, okay? I see people doing it already, which is why I was like, let me go ahead and say it once more. So Cancer, you're going through a first house. That applies to everything that Aileen just said, all right? Why? This is you valuing your new fresh start, which is why it doesn't matter which direction that you choose. It's just a matter of your guys are saying, hey, look, just choose. And understand that we will stay connected with you, but you need to make sure you connect with them. Let that be a part of the value of your new start, because Venus is in Cancer, is helping you value that metaphysical, value what can't be seen, value the emotions and the intuition. Highly intuitive sign, okay? Highly intuitive. Remember, Cancer is like a 14-year-old girl PMSing for the first time. Even if she's in the physical world out of control, on the spiritual realm, that metaphysical plane, while she's in that state of actually releasing and surrendering, okay, the fluids that you know, this is the same time where her intuition is at a heightened level. Now, we're in adult bodies, and I have Cancer in my chart, and I'm not a female, right? So the intuition is that of a 14-year-old girl who's going through a PMS cycle. So my point is, it is so pure. Understand it like that. It's pure. It's at its fresh, cleansed. Remember, Cancer is a cardinal sign that starts a new season. Aries starts a new season. We have the Aries moon at 0 degrees at the same time as Venus in Cancer at 0 degrees. These are a fresh new season. And the moon is Cancer. Aries is in the moon, but the moon is Cancer. So we are officially having a brand new emotional start, a brand new intuition that is being renewed, refreshed, and invigorated by stepping into the unknown, by stepping into those emotions that you have never ever seen. And it's helping you to discover, which is why it really doesn't matter where you go. You are stepping into a brand new personality as a whole. The self that you knew before and that you used to value, is important during this time frame to not get stuck on the nostalgic memories of who you were, but to rather take the time to feel, yes, this is who I was, but this is who I am becoming. And I'm okay not knowing who I'm becoming yet. I'm okay if my mind is also in this fresh start, because Mercury is in Cancer as well. Your mind is in the fresh new beginning as well. You're having a fresh new thought process behind the memories that used to become your prison, that used to hold you as a prisoner. And now they're instead pushing you from behind. And they've become a part of your awareness. They've become a part of your psychic abilities and the fact that you have foresight.
Oh, and just one more message that just came through, that it is important for you to not to try to go back to something that you used to have. Like if you used to like working in a certain place, don't go back. Don't go back. That's just a message. Just look for something better. Look for something new. That's a message that just came through. Don't try to go back.
It has to be brand new. And on top of it, it has to be linked to what are your natural abilities? What are the abilities that you were given from birth? You know, that's because the Cancer is abilities. So it's like, what I'm saying is if you know you're a psychic medium, you can't work at Stop and Shop anymore. It's just your spirit won't allow it. 1111 again, it's the new beginning. Your spirit will not allow it. All right, we got number 5. I see you in the chat. I wish you would smile unless there's a reason. You are awesome and loved. Absolutely. Well, thank you for that. Okay, so we have the next one. Thanks for popping in, Echoist Expression. We have number 5, which is Leo.
Ooh.
And Leo is going through the 12th house. Voila. So, Leo, 12th house is not necessarily where you want to be, okay? Because you yourself are the sun. What's up, Chasing Salona? How you doing? Life Path 11 gang! Guess what? 1111 on screen. She's a Life Path 11 as well. I'm a Life Path 11. I seen another Life Path 11. This is what we meant for like the Gemini. We're both, she's Gemini natal rising. I'm a Gemini progress rising. Look at the synchronicities. This is what we meant with aligning with your tribe. So that for me was a part of it. Like, I started finding myself meeting more Life Path 11s where it's like, we are not so alone. And it's not just about 11s, quite frankly, but having to have somebody else understand that 11 intuition, if you will. That 11 ability to go through a fresh new start, completely not knowing what the hell is going to happen next. It's tumultuous. It's scary. We have super big low drops and we have super big high jumps. And learning how to balance, we oftentimes need that partner to do so. So this is a part of it. For me, this is like a part of my tribe. Like literally doing this live and sharing the screen, sharing the time frame with Aileen has become a part of what I really and truly value. This is part of my own natal Venus and Gemini. Valuing that communication, that rapid flow of adaptive skills that can formulate something magical, which all mutable signs are magic. I want to talk about Leo. You're now 12th house, all right? This is 12th house in general relates very much with Cancer being the owner of the 4th house. Leo, this isn't necessarily where you want to be though, okay? You are now having to understand what is the 97% of your behavioral patterns. What is the 97% of your subconscious mind? You are recognizing that, Leo risings. You have been doing things that emotionally they're not aligned anymore, okay? You're being forced to surrender what used to just happen without even your conscious awareness. You were acting out in certain ways, okay? You were acting up in certain ways, but you started recognizing, look, I need this new fresh start. I need to cleanse literally these old emotions that have basically plagued me and got me trapped in a ring of anger. Ring being fixed sign of the Leo energy, a ring of rage, a ring of, even a certain passion, a ring of a certain romance. Maybe you kept cycling a certain romance, but you're recognizing, damn, like, you know what? This is my mom's behavior. Oh my God, this is my father's behavior. I didn't know it until recently, but things are officially coming in and stepping into a new season where they're being revealed to you, Leo. And it's time for that new fresh start. It's time for you to start looking at yourself for what you are. You are the self. You are the sun, right? And you know how to be yourself and share that light with others without having to be over dominating, having to be so powerful that you can't share the stage with others. All right, you're recognizing that big personalities can be big personalities, Leo, and you're realizing that what it will require for you to feel essentially emotionally safe enough to realize that you're not going to lose your light just by sharing that light with somebody else either. And this is what I really feel for you. She has a card, 1111. Hit the thumbs up if you're here.
Yeah, it's actually part of what he was saying, that you have to share the light because the card is double mission. What this means is that you have two missions here on Earth. The mission to heal yourself and also the mission to serve the others, to serve the community. So this can be in many ways. Like Leo could be a nurse and that's how it's serving the community. It could be also a spirit worker, an energetic healer. It doesn't matter how, you just have to fulfill both of your duties and remember that you shine the light not only for yourself, but for everybody that's surrounding you. And you don't have to do anything special because a lot of times this gets messed up like, oh, then I have to think of a way, how can I help? No. It's nothing like that. It's something that comes natural because you are the light. You're literally Leo. You're the sun. And how does the sun serves us? Just by being there. And that's exactly how this is working for you, Leos. You have to shine a light on yourself, understand how it's working, healing yourself, doing all of your work, but also realizing that by being true to yourself, by being true to this mission that you have here on earth, you're also going to serve to everybody. So if you want to see it this way, it would be selfish not to do it. It was selfish not to shine a light on yourself simply because others need it too.
We have number 6. I see some life path 1s in here, very similar to life path 11s. We do have number 6 coming up for Virgo. I want to do this one more time because she spoke so much about healing yourself so that you can better heal and work with others. I want to share this abundant reality kickstart, okay? How do you live an abundant reality? I mean, I know that my life has not always been on the internet, especially not the things that I always do behind the scenes outside, but the simple reality is I had to talk to her about this. The other day I was in the bathroom and I was like, dang, you know what, Aileen? She's like, what? I was like, I'm a really abundant mother lover. Like, I was like, I really live an abundant life. She's like, yeah, of course you do. And I was like, no, like, it's like hitting me heavy. Like, I've been abundant all my life. But I had this, my own conditioning to help me, to like, that led me to believe that I did not have as much. I used to act much more out of scarcity than I ever realized. So even when I was acting out of abundance, I didn't embrace or see it as abundant, even if others saw me living abundantly. So my point is, what I really was lacking in this instance was connecting with my guides. I pretty much like forsaken them in a sense. Like it was like they weren't even there. And now it's like we talk on the regular. Now it's like they give me the jingles and I'm like, look, everybody else, you got to get pushed aside. No longer will I forsake that life path 11 life, right? And so it's like, connecting with the guys is really the first part of this abundant reality. We said you have the opportunity. You'll see it say screenshot this, post it, tag us on your Instagram, on your Facebook, okay? By doing that, we'll know that you're in the contest. Tell us why you want to work with us on this 8-week mentorship. There's already 2 or 3 people in that mentorship now. One person will be getting this for free. It makes no sense. You're going to meet with us weekly. She's going to take 4 weeks. I'm going to take 4 weeks on my own. You're going to meet with us. We're going to teach you how magic and astrology pair together, how you can use it to heal old wounds, connect with your guides, apply that, and actually bring old things to conclusion so that new doors can open, more abundant realities. This is kind of what this is about. So for now, I want to say go ahead and do that. I'm going to drop it in the chat one more time so you can see at least a presentation of it, of what each week will look like. You'll see week 1 and what we're doing, an itinerary. You'll see week 2 and what we're doing, and an itinerary. But then you'll also see it through week 8. Finally, the early bird to that is August 1st. It is over August 1st for the early bird. We kick off August 13th.
August 13th?
August 13th is the actual kickoff day. So everybody after that, you're going to pay a little bit extra. I think it's like 27% more, something like that. So that said, we're here. Virgo is number 6.
Oh, sorry, just before, I saw the page of wands for Leo risings, and it makes a lot of sense because page is like a very young energy, and wands action, everything that has to do with movement. It's the fresh new start. Just keep moving, Leo.
Thank you for your likes and your thumbs up. We have Virgo in the 11th house coming up and for you, okay? All my Virgo risings and all my Virgo sun. You can also apply this in that Virgo area of your chart, and we can try to see what that looks like for you. Right on time for Virgo. What's up, Jasmine? How you doing, girl? Good to see you in here. Let me see if I missed anything. I was speaking of eczema, comma, folks. Okay, so sorry, I was trying to read that comment on the fly, but I'm not going to get it that quickly. Virgo, here's what we're looking at. 11th house. What might that mean for you, Virgo? Working for Venus in Cancer. I feel like this is you valuing actually sharing what you might be feeling with that extended network of yours, okay? This may even potentially be a little bit online or using the internet, or even starting to look more towards reality to help you with spirituality, okay? It's starting to look more towards astrology to help you with spirituality. I don't know what I said. I said reality? I was like, what the heck? I was like, what did I just say? What the la, 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 la. This to me looks like you looking or potentially turn into more of the internet, okay, to help you break some of the physical reality constraints that you're facing, okay? because things have to be analyzed to the point where you take out the magic. Okay, you are a mutable sign, so you're naturally a sign of magic. Yet, however, it's like things need to make sense on Earth, right? It's an earthly sign. It's a sign of reality. It's a sign of actually connecting all the dots. So I really feel like for you, Virgo, what this looks like is on this Venus in Cancer transit, now that it enters, Mercury is there, the sun is there. You're realizing that your mind and your values have been essentially out of line with the fact that Pisces is the opposite of you. You hear what I just said? Pisces, the most magical of signs. She is a Pisces, okay? She's a Pisces sun, if you haven't picked that up yet. I thought you would have by now realized that she's a Pisces because she's just so... You should see her when she's running. She's running and she like freaking jogs. She jogs with the water. She jogs like water floating in space. She's like... I looked over one day when we were running and I was like, how do you move like water? We're running. It's hot. We're tired. She's just... like in slow motion. So my point is, Virgo, I feel like 4th house Venus in Cancer for you, when it comes to 11th house, is you're starting to get connected with the right friends who are officially revealing what the metaphysical world can do to benefit you, to bring more of your dreams, which you have trouble to do sometimes, to dream bigger, into physical reality, to bring it onto fertile ground. Because when I think of Cancer, I think of fertile ground that you want to start to build on, okay? You want to build on fertile ground. You don't want to build on something that has no room for growth. So it's like you're getting connected with the actual people, the connections. I'm really feeling like astrology, to be honest, to help you start seeing. If you're a Virgo, I really feel like right now is a time to get an astrology reading. If you've never had one, to help you break some of the physical reality mode so that you can begin to embrace the fact that there are more things in existence than what is actually here on Earth. So you're being required to use these friends to harvest a more magical and fertile beginning of this new season, which is requiring you to express and dive a little bit more into your emotions. Because Virgo, you're naturally not a very emotional sign. You're really far from like feeling your emotions, and you much rather analyze the thoughts and the emotion that you have. So right now, it's like I feel like there's certain friends that are gonna just kind of come in through this season and help you start to embrace the fact that you are so much more than what you can actually physically see. You feel me? And that's how this new beginning is going to connect you with the fact that Pisces is your shadow, which means that you already know how to stitch a reality together, but it's time to take the more imaginative approach, the approach with Pisces, where you can just imagine it and then it comes into play. But with Pisces, it can come to play at the click of a finger. Wait. Now we're working. It can come at the click of a finger for Pisces. Yet and however, it may not stay long because it's not grounded in something real. It takes real work and effort. Virgo, you know how to do that. Pisces can help work from that routine. So I feel like these are gonna be your friends coming through to show you how does your routine, how can it switch up in a way where you can embrace the fact that magic is real. You can just dream it. It can just come true, and then you can bring it to reality. She has a card for you, Virgo. Hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, these cards called We the Hathors. They're an Asian culture from, again, a planet different than Earth because we're all aliens here. This is about embracing all of your feminine side. So everything that has to do with the intuition, with preparing this fertile ground, new beginnings, start something fresh, birth. It can mean the actual birth of a baby, but it also means like the birth of new creations, of something that you want, a project, something new. This is also calling you to rest, to nurture yourself, to not overstrain, because you already have like all of the resources to do this. So you actually have to understand that it's also okay to rest. And if you find someone that you can do it with, someone to embrace you, someone to hold you, you can do it. Like you can surrender and let yourself go because you're safe. So embrace your feminine energy. And I think I saw the Empress.
I saw an Empress.
The Empress, okay. It makes a lot of sense because the Empress is also like the highest feminine energy there's in the tarot. It's a high feminine energy, but that's also has the strength and the power to guide others. She's literally like the how is it, like the right hand of the emperor. So she's not actually doing things, she's letting him guide. This is how this divine masculine and feminine just mesh together, because he's guiding and she's supporting. So she's embracing all of his feminine energy in all of the right ways so they can meet a goal in common. So this is what you need to do right now. Maybe it has something to do with the friends or partnerships or family that's coming your way to help you. You should embrace that. Let them guide you, and you embracing your feminine powers, your intuition, your dreams, the actual dreams, the capacity to dream bigger, to so everything else, everything that you birth can be as big as you imagine or more.
Hey, listen, I want you to check out the Instagram of Aileen. I'm dropping it in the chat right now. If you really rock with her, like I said, she's a Mexican Bruja. She's coming in, Aztec culture roots and more. We found out more from Spain and whatever else that comes with.
Yeah.
You damn Spaniard. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
So definitely check that out. You'll see that there. Anybody knows what the snail means? I saw somebody put a snail in the chat, and we saw a snail recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said, I don't know if that made any sense, and they dropped a snail, and it says, I snapped. I have no idea what that means, but I'm really curious because we saw a snail, and it was like, what the hell? Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for helping our channel, and check out Eileen's Instagram, all right?
Thank you. You should definitely tag me if you're going to participate in the Abundant Reality giveaway that we're doing. It's super easy. Just do the screenshot of the template or download it. It doesn't matter. Just upload it again in Instagram. Share why do you want to make this Abundant Reality for you. Tag 2 friends. I would love it. And tag us so we can see. And that's it. Oh, I also made a little space for you to put a gift that represents you. That's just for shits and giggles, because we always love to see that creative side of you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So go ahead and drop that on here. We're officially on to, hey Shally, what's going on? How you doing? Amanda, Echoist, Jasmine, gang, shout out to you. Who else do I see? La 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 la. Wonky J, what's going on? Sabrina, nice to see you, nice to meet you. Wow. Okay, so we are in number 7, which is Libra. Libra, you're going through. That's her house right here. She has a Libra rising going on. We're going through the 10th house. Woo! So 10th house is the opposite of 4, right? She's already starting to take that deep breath. Thank you for that thumbs up. 10th house is the opposite of 4, okay? So what this is saying right now, this is the new season, this is the new fresh start. You have a lot of it on your mind. Libra, what I'm getting is just like, your reputation, especially in your business life, your career life, there's a certain logic in your mind telling you that, you know, this is not enough. Thank you for following her. I appreciate that. Something is telling you that, you know, what I was currently doing for a career, what I currently was known for is like, this is not enough. Libras would be the definition. Yeah. Yo, Libras been getting eaten up lately, yo. Yeah. Libras been getting lit alive. Everybody on my channel is like, I don't F with Libras. Like,
yes.
It's been mad consistent. It's like, yo, Libras can die. And it's like, oh, crap. Like I'm not going to, you know, I have to do a real Libra video because I get it. I swear to God, I get it. Libras are a different version of savage. You know, because it's the opposite of Aries. And it's like, Aries is a savage. I love Libras.
Yeah, you either love them or you don't.
You either love Libras or you hate them. It's like, because you know the thing about Aries is like, Aries is the opposite of Libra, right? And it's like, Aries is obviously just a very obvious savage. It's like, Aries are the kind of savage where it's like, you don't have to second guess their savagery, right? They'll just tell you to your face, F off. Like, literally, and it'll be so raw where it's like, there's not much mistaking, there's not much thinking to do, you're just going to get butthurt. But the thing with Libra is like, they have the ability to be that savage, quote unquote, but they're so socially polished where it takes you like 5 months to realize that they really diss the hell out of you. Like, my mom is actually a Libra and at 29th degree, right? I swear to God, growing up, it was so hard to get on board with her savagery because I knew something was wrong, but I could never really figure out what the heck was happening, right? And so it's funny because I see her today, and we saw her, she was in the store, right? And it's a real life Libra example. So I'm gonna get to the forecast. We were in the store, and then this woman was behind her. And it was on a row, and I saw the woman, and the woman didn't say nothing. She didn't say crap. And I saw her, so I was like, "Hey, mom, watch out." And she was like,
with petty.
yeah, super petty. And I was like, "Hey, mom, watch out." And so she begins to move, but she doesn't move because she's waiting for the woman to say, "Excuse me." She's like, this woman, if she wants to get by, she could say, "Excuse me." I basically felt that energy. But she was like, "I'm supposed to just move because you expect me to move because I know you're there." And so my mom didn't turn around. Mad petty. So she finally begins to start to move as the woman says, "Excuse me," at the end. And she's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then she finally gets all the way out of the way.
And she even said like, "Oh, were you trying to get by?"
Oh,
like,
right. She's like, "Oh, were you trying to get by?" I forgot about that part. Thank you.
Yeah.
"Oh, were you trying to get by?" And it's like, everybody knew she was trying to get by. And the woman knew that she was being a little rude about it at the same time. But it's like Libra, at the end, it's like, "Oh, you're trying to get by." So she finally moves. And then the woman walks by, and my mom was like, and so it was super petty. I can't even lie to you. Like, and it's like, it's savage. It literally is savage. It's like, it really is savage. So I do get it. There are so many good sides to Libra, and there's so many annoying sides. It's something I really feel like it's worth doing a video on a different time. I keep talking about it, and now I know that I'm going to really, really do it. I might do it like a savagery. Hit the thumbs up, or even comment and say yes, please, or drop an emoji with a thumbs up if you would like for me to do the savage of all signs, like the savagery of Libra, the savagery of Aries, the savagery of Pisces, the savagery of Virgo, the savagery of Scorpio. If you would like to see the most savage sides and me break down an interpretation of that, drop a thumbs up in the comments, and then if I see enough of them, I'm going to go ahead and just say, you know what? Because I've been waiting to do the dark sides of each sign individually so I can really rip them apart and not just a little bit here and there. Because that jump will be fun. Man, my mom is petty. My mom is so petty. She literally here on like a 3-day trip, and she got time to be petty. She flew in just to be petty. You understand what I just said? All right, Libra. Reset. Meanwhile, like I said, as against Libra, check this, screenshot this, tag us on your Instagram. It's an easy way to win a free mentorship, get the guidance, learn how to connect, heal, apply, and conclude old relationships, themes, and things that don't belong. Okay, here we go. And while I do that, can you just shift through the comments if you see anything?
Yeah.
Okay, Libra. Your image, what you were once known for, especially in business and in your career life, you're like fed up, yo. I know it. You're like, look, this new season, this new approach is coming in my life, and right now you're starting to really consider. Now, what I feel like is you potentially have the home. You have a home and secure environment. You valued the home and the security of a home enough to the point where now you feel like I'm ready to push forward in this new season of my own personal career. Like I know Aileen, for a prime example, she's a progressed Libra rising right now. And I spoke about it as an Aries, that the home was super critical. And it's at the point where us now having a home, which we're not actually there yet, right? We get there August 1st. But it's like us being in this travel state for the last month and a half, 2 months, we've been seeing a lot of different homes. And we've been realizing through these homes, what do we need in order to perform in our career life? What do we need to be able to better perform in our partnership? What do we better need to be able to perform on all these levels? So for Libras,
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. You're good.
No. I saw Pisces don't have a dark side. We're angels and the unicorn emoji. Yeah, that's a trickery. That's how we have a savage side because no one else is expecting it.
No, time out. No one is not no one because I be calling you out on that junk. I told her we were walking up there and I was like, yo, she's like death riding on a unicorn. That says something like that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
she has like a sickle,
Grim Reaper.
like a Grim Reaper riding
unicorn.
on a unicorn, and that's like Pisces. That's part of the evil. That's part of the evil. Okay, the two fish. Don't forget, there's two.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to
Libra. So I'm laughing too. This junk is too fun. I miss going live, y'all. I miss it, yo. I've been having to play all this fourth house. behind the scene private life.
Yeah,
Libra,
no,
you're in public.
We're gonna get it now.
Libra, you're in public though. You are being forced to come into the light, but it's a matter of like having to go through certain potential family wounds is what I'm getting. Like, what family wounds have stopped you from actually showing up on the big screen, showing up on the big stage? And when I say the big stage, I mean publicly, which is 10th house. Showing up in a way where you feel safe enough to talk about and speak about what you are, what you do, and the work that you've done in private. Libra, you've done a lot of work in private. You've done a lot of work behind the scenes in order for you to be prepared for this big career new beginning, to feel emotionally safe enough for this big career new beginning. So now it's a matter of you're out there on the stage. What you valued about your work in private, the studies you've done in private, the healing that you had to do when no one else was able to see you. This is why you're starting to be able to show up in a brand new, big way, Libra. New seasons everywhere. Like I said, Aries moon will be 0 degrees. Cancer and Venus will be 0 degrees at the same time. You will be having Venus in Cancer trining Neptune in Pisces. So what is this telling me? It's telling me that as long as you embrace your healing journey in the way that you've already been revealed and shown, you can't run from the healing right now. Libra, if you run from the healing, if you get too logical, which you like to be, you're going to essentially skip one of the grandest career starts of your life. And this is what I feel like I'm saying right now, of your life. This is the point where, Libra, you recognize full and well, all right, there are certain people that I've been around, even in my home dynamics, that have basically limited my real self-expression, limited me in a way that I've always been this good. I've always been this person, but I didn't feel safe enough to actually go out there and be this person. So Libra, because you're officially healing these wounds, going through the deep work, if you go through the deep work, if you experience the emotions, this is why your actual image will shift in a grand way. Your whole reputation and what you're known for is going to be a more accurate representation of who you are and how you want to be known. What do you want to be known for? This is what the Capricorn full moon did for all of us. So what do you want to be known for? Those energies are still playing out, but we still have to feel, we still have to heal. I'm done. Do we have a card?
We have two cards.
We have two cards.
Okay, first, this one is called, like you're called to do something. It's literally time to step up. Because, I mean, as Pernell was talking about, this healing and the wounds, the family, yes, this is the source, but you really don't have any time to be dwelling on it anymore. You have to step up. And I'm talking to myself too. It's time to step up. It's time to embrace all of your training, all of your education, all of the information that you have. It's time to use it. And because it's on 10th house, you have to use it in a public manner. You can't keep it to yourself anymore. You really have to go public. You need to go and show everyone what you know you have, what's inside of you. You're ready. But it's really time to do something about it. And if you don't do it in this window, you're going to miss it and you're going to be stuck and have
another
to do
cycle.
Yeah, another cycle. And every cycle, it's harder. Yeah, I saw the moon card for this. It's shining on your fears. It's something that could be misleading. So I feel like it comes back to this theme about the gaslighting. It's just something that you should be aware of, not something that you should put all of your energy into. Just be aware that there could be something that is misleading, that is triggering your fears, but be aware that it is an illusion and then you can go through it. It's really just time to start with the actions.
Absolutely. So I dropped it right here. In case you are going through this energy healing, especially because she's talking about it, go ahead and book an energy reading with Aileen. All right. Like I said, as of right now, the investment is the right price to get in with her, because more and more as she goes through her own healing and these own personal, that career image, that whole thing, she already knows what she knows. She's been who she's been. This is the point. You understand what I'm saying? She knows what she knows. She's been who she's been. But the image, the career is catching up, okay, with what she's already done in private. Fourth house is private. So go ahead and check that out. That's her thing right there. And if that's not for you and you're not necessarily in that space where you need the healing, but you already like what she does and she says, go ahead and check out her Instagram. And like I said, tag us with that screenshot and you will get a free spot. Somebody's going to win the free mentorship. All you have to do is tag us. If it's only one person that tags it, guess what? You automatically win. And mind you, second place will already get 55% off. Third place, 33% off. Okay, the early bird for this particular 8-week mentorship, the Abundant Reality Kickstart, is literally August
August
1st. Before August 1st, it is only $497. If that is something that frightens you, you're not stepping into that real starseed power. Like, you have to remember that we create things from the metaphysical first, okay? Create things from the metaphysical first, and then it follows through in the physical world and reality. Who we at? Where we at? We
Scorpio?
did Libra. Scorpio!
Yeah, it's a Scorpio moon. You and your sister, that's cool. I'm Scorpio moon too.
So we have Scorpio 9th house. What do we have to do? Aileen, tell them.
Oh, for the to win the a place in the Abundant Reality Kickstart, you only have to download a template. I think.
I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah, just put it right now. Just go there, download it, and then you can upload it either on Instagram or on Facebook stories. You just have to follow the instructions. The template is very intuitive. Like it has literally the space to do all of the steps. The first one is to write what do you want to unlock on your abundant reality. The second step is to tag 2 of the friends that you think they would like to be on this program. The third one is to put a GIF of yourself that represents yourself. And the third step is to tag either one of us, just so we can see your answers and know who.
Because otherwise we don't know who won, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise we don't know who won. So here's what the 8 weeks of that looks like. The first thing I dropped was the link that you can download and you can screenshot it so you can share the template. This is the actual, it's only a 2-page document here. This is the actual what will week 1 look like, what will week 4 look like, what will week 6 look like. And we aligned it to the moon cycles as well, so understand that some of those things on there, she has some rituals that she's teaching you. One of them is like an abundance ritual. I like to bring in more greater abundances. Candle magic is a part of it to help you have and release some of the tears that you've never cried. Okay, I'm teaching you some of the astrology degrees as well as how to read it for yourself better, being more in tune with yourself, how to pair the magic together. So that's that. It's super simple. What's up, Secret? How you doing? Okay, I'm on it. Thank you. I want to win that membership. It's free. Somebody has to win for free. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't. There's already 2 people in it. We haven't talked much, but it's here. So literally, there's no reason why you shouldn't. And even second place, even if you don't win, second place is still winning 55% off, which is just like, it's just a gimme, to be honest. It's a gimme.
Yeah, like 55 on the early bird.
55 for the early bird.
Yeah.
And it's an early bird. What? That's just stupid. Just win, win, win. Thank you. There we go. I really want to know more about the magic, the candle magic. That's her thing. We just talked to her earlier. It's like when her sister comes home, we're gonna do a candle magic for her sister. Like literally. I'll be honest. I started doing candle magic for the first time with Aileen, and I've been going through that 4th house, a lot of emotional healing. Okay, from that homeland, that family and home life, unconscious patterns of mine being revealed during Cancer season, past life memories. This candle magic was the things that started to open me up enough because I was so closed off, in all sincerity. Like, I had so much healing to do. I was so closed off emotionally that it began to hurt because my purpose was just starting to fall out of balance. It was falling out of alignment. And that began to hurt me more than anything because it's like, I must do things with integrity. I must do things with integrity. So if I'm not doing work aligned with my own personal purpose, that's out of integrity for me. And it all came back to the fact that I had to start expressing and understanding certain emotions, which candle magic was one of the things that Aileen was teaching me. I started doing it on my own. And wow, when I tell you, wow. I mean, I feel like a brand new person. This is a whole brand new season. So let's get into Scorpio. Did you already pull a card for them?
No, I'm waiting for you.
9th house, Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio rising. If you're a Scorpio in here, you have Scorpio placements, drop the Scorpion emoji.
I saw Scorpio moon.
I saw Scorpio moon. Okay. Scorpio moon's been up on the rise. I've been seeing so many of you. Drop these Scorpio emojis. Drop something Scorpio related. You're going through the 9th house, Scorpio. This is a water, right? Scorpio, what's going on mostly with this is the South Node and Scorpio. What's up, Gil? How you doing? This is South Node for you, Scorpio. This is why this is hitting you so heavy. North Node's here, okay, gang. So this is a part of it. I'm going to try to explain how that might make sense. Somebody pulled Knight of Pentacles. Scorpio, there are certain beliefs that are being revealed, and you're going to finally start to value them. You've already been thinking about these beliefs. You've already really kind of realized these beliefs, but you may not have fully valued them. The fact that Cancer is finally in Venus, Venus is finally entering Cancer, you're finally starting to value the beliefs that have come into the light more so. Scorpio, what you realizing, and this is for myself as well as Scorpio rising, is like that there were certain things that got tucked under, okay? Certain emotions that I have not gone through the healing for. Certain emotions that I have not basically witnessed in a fair and non-judgmental way. And it's because of certain belief systems and patterns that have been revealed. For me, one of them was about transactional love, and this concept broke me. I mean, Aileen literally was sitting there. She can tell you, like, the tears that I feel like I had on some of these moments. I feel it right now, even in my gut. They were so freaking painful. I felt like I was like paying for pains that I had in lives that aren't even involved in this particular life. I feel like I had multiple lifetimes just unraveling at the seams and rising and surfacing in a way where it's like I can no longer deny that this crap hurts, right? And like I think the Aries within me for my Scorpios in here on this transit, Scorpio rising, Scorpio suns, and anywhere Scorpio sits is going through a ninth house transit for you. It's about how has a new start, even potentially long distance travel, which I've been taking, to go and unite with family. If you have not been home, or any trips or travels you've taken to see family, which I'm literally doing. I went to see her family, and that's where, like I said, I mean, she's Mexican. She has roots coming from Spaniard blood as well, right? And it's like I had this conversation even with her father, and it was like, yo, I've been recognizing certain triggers, and they had to just come up and come out where it's like, and I realized that these triggers aren't even from this particular lifetime. I'm black. I literally told him, it's like, look, I'm an African American. You have literally 70% Spain in your blood. These triggers have risen, right? Like, this is Plymouth Rock. I was living in Connecticut most of my life. So these belief patterns, some of this pain, some of these beliefs had to rise up with me taking a long distance travel, ninth house, long distance travel, and having to go through certain forms of higher learning, okay, around, like I said, learning candle magic was, in a sense, a higher learning, okay, for me at this time frame. Going through all of that, all things ninth house related, all things in spirituality, all things ascending from the darkest places, okay? So let's talk in a moment, racism, slavery. This is me ascending from past lives in these imprisoned lives, these imprisoned forms that I've already had to undergo. So what I feel like just for you, Scorpio, it's like really having to go through the healing of these emotions so that they can really bring a new start to what do you believe is true today? What do you believe is true for you now? What do you believe, as for your feelings, are valuable? And so for me, part of those feelings is the fact that I'm not ever going to pretend that I'm not feeling what I'm feeling when I'm feeling them, okay? Doesn't matter if I'm speaking live, I'm gonna feel it. It doesn't matter if I'm with family that I've never met before, I'm gonna feel them. I'm not gonna deny them. I'm not gonna say something different that I don't believe. So a lot of this is some of the stuff kind of rising for ninth house, where it's like, ultimately the message I'm getting for you, because you're water and water, right? And South Node is in Scorpio, so all these privacies, all these old hurts and pains, they are being forced to rise, but for one specific reason, because the North Node is in Taurus. And it's making and bringing us to harmony. And this is the magic of it all. It's bringing us to a more harmonious and peaceful place. But in order to do that, they must rise to the surface. That dirty sewer water of emotions must rise to the surface so that we can take a new glance and create a new belief and go through the actual healing required so that we can now move forward in a way where what I want to say with this is understand you've already gone through this many, many times already. So it's not something where I don't feel you're supposed to dwell on it forever. I don't think you're supposed to dwell on it in the way that Scorpio or Taurus do, which is fixed. We've already did it in a fixed manner, and that's what made us tuck it in the first place. I feel more that it's a matter of taking Cancer, the new fresh start, on these memories, on this nostalgia, okay, of everything that I mentioned prior. And that is going to ultimately help you just ascend, literally.
Yeah, the card that I pull is Star Ancestors. And it has to do a lot with what Pernell's saying about something that's hidden, that sewer water. You just have to dig a little bit deeper, like to understand what is exactly what's triggering you, because that's what happened with him. Like that's a prime example of what's happening on this season. There's something triggering. You feel something that makes you feel uncomfortable, so you need to start understanding what are the triggers, how they affect you, why are they affecting you. Like it wasn't even this lifetime stuff. It was something from past lives. It was something karmic. But if you don't take the time to rest and to meditate about what is it that's going on with you and why are you feeling these things, then you're not gonna get so much further, and they're just gonna keep coming and keep triggering and keep bothering you. But you need to find a way of healing them. But on the other side, the Nine of Pentacles that I saw somewhere in the chat for Scorpio, it's about unlocking a lot of gain, a lot of material wealth. And you're in the being in the 9, it's so close to the 10, it's so close to completion. So the advice that I would give is to just keep moving forward. Don't lose it on this last part, because sometimes that's what happens, that you see that it's so close that you're still like, oh, okay, I'll get to it eventually. And this is when you need to start running faster. This is when you need to go with your last breath, your last how do you say, your last impulse, your last
That last push.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Don't think that because it's so close it should be easier. Don't let that fuck with your mind. Just go forward and do it.
Boom. Hey, hit the thumbs up for your boy. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up, hit the like, hit that thumbs up. If you rock with it, I'm just dropping the screenshot one more time. Check us on Instagram. All right, follow us. Tag it. Drop your favorite emoji. Follow the rules. It'll be very clear as for what to do on there. Okay, and I thank you. I see somebody hit the like. We now are on Absorb It and Eat It. Yeah, thank you. Can you show them that card one more time?
Yeah.
Boom. Voila. Right here. Yeah. Boom. Look at the pyramids. That's so beautiful. That's super dope deck. Okay, so we are now at number 10. No, number 9.
Sash.
Yes, number 9. And anybody that catches this on replay, please do tag these while you watch. I should have said that in the beginning because what the heck. But please do tag whatever forecast you get when you see it. So number 9 we have Sagittarius, which is going through the 8th house. Sag in the 8th house, I had a friend who has Sag in the 8th, and one of the things that's important to, I think, mention up front about Sag when it's in the 8th is everything you think will come true or that will work out really, really well will basically fail. And everything you think is going to fail and just be like absolutely abysmal will work out for the absolute best.
Counterintuitive.
It's super counterintuitive, but it's just simple for a Sag 8th house. That's how it works. Partially because Sag is IC, but 8th house is very, very deep. So it's almost like somehow, some way, it messes with their perception in a way where what they think is true is false, and what they think is false is true. So I wanted to kind of make that mention off the rip for Sag being in the 8th. Now, 8th house transit for you, what's going on is, wow, another water house. 8th house, another water house, another super deep house. Sag, you know what? Like, it's the first thing I'm getting is you already have ascended and came out of 8th house. You right after Scorpio, so you've already ascended to being in that position of God. Like literally, like you were literally once a mortal, once a man, and you became a god. And it's like you don't really want to go back down. Okay, you don't really want to go back deep inwards. I'll show you my Instagram in 1 second after I give this interpretation. Thank you. You don't really want to go back down. Maybe she will. You don't really want to go back down. So when you get put into the 8th house, Sag, it's almost, that's probably why it's already starting to be counterintuitive, because you're rising up, but you're being forced to go down, right? So it's like you want to do this, but it's doing that. And Sag, what I feel like this is happening, because it's Cancer season, there's so much Cancer in the sky, again, you don't want to feel. You don't want to feel. this is mostly about you starting to value what about your family's dynamics and the roots that you've been a part of, even potentially ancestry, is linked to the psychological transformation that you must undergo. Did you hear what I just said? It's linked to the psychological transformation that you must undergo. What about your family roots, the ancestry, the feelings that you have that maybe have been kept private from everybody, including yourself? You've repressed them. Because this is what you do, Sag. You run away. You either get mad about something so quickly and you forget, or you run away all the way together. You just run, especially when it gets too heavy. So my whole thing with you right now, Sag, is like, it's time to go through the truth, the reality of what is deep, what's deep down under the smiles and the fact that you're so optimistic and happy and cheerful. You know, there gets a point where it gets very tiring to smile and pretend to be happy when you're not. All right, I'm almost getting like my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. And the whole reason I make that is because it reminds me of never trust a girl with a big butt and a smile. You hear what I said? What's up, Alvira? Never trust a girl with a big butt and a smile. And it's kind of like with Sag. It's like, Sag, you're like always smiling. You basically, you know, you're at war and you have all your limbs blown off, but you're still smiling as if everything's okay. You just find a way to be optimistic about things. But I really feel like 8th house is gonna force you to kind of isolate a little bit and realize that everything ain't all cheerful like you wish it was, right? So it's like, you going through this, you working through the healing of this, and realizing what about your psychological patterns have essentially not allowed you to heal appropriately, properly. It's a time for you to realize, like, it ain't all fun and games, okay? And if you want to get back to seeing the truth again, the way you see it naturally, then you got to get real with yourself.
Okay, and the message for Sagittarius is you got the love. This card is about it says here Hadarian energy. The Hadarians are believed to be beacons of light, of unconditional love, trust, divinity. So they're used to give and give and give and give and give, even what they don't have. So this is where this part gets tricky. You need to understand that the love that you're seeking outside, it's already within you. And you have to start this journey with yourself. You have to start understanding how to receive love. That's okay. That's totally fine. And that's something that we've got going a little bit. The time he was saying, no, I told you, no, you're awesome or something like that. Mm-hmm. He was like, oh, you're awesome. No. You are awesome. You have to understand, learn how to receive. If I am saying it, you have to embrace it. And this is just like one little example, but there's a lot of stuff that gets passed by so easily. Like if you're not in constant understanding of what you need to look out for, sometimes it just gets passed by. So understand that you need to love yourself first. That's where your love needs to go. It's kind of with the masks on the plane. You have to put on your mask first and then help the others. Because otherwise you're just giving and without getting anything in return. And it's going to make it so much harder for you to simply exist. You're going to be exhausted. And that's not something that you want. Also, I saw the 2 of Pentacles, I believe. And this is about the balance. Again, it's about balancing. Just because it's in the Pentacles, it's more in the material realm. So be aware of not giving too much of your own resources to other people. Like if it will unbalance you, it's best that you don't do it. Because afterwards, there's so many like negative reactions that can come from that. And the first being like, if you're balanced and the other person is balanced, it's not really that worth it, you know, because they're not fighting for that. It just came as a surprise. But if you have to give, then give. If you don't, even if it feels like it's something that you should do, just stop and understand that you come first.
Boom, boom, boom. That was the banger. Yeah, you know, and think about it like this, because I'm getting a lot of Sag comments back and forth about can't trust a Sag. Sag's my best friend. always remember that astrology in any one person is a synthesis of all of their signs, right? It's never one sign. Never want to get caught on thinking and believing that a Sag is a Sag or a Pisces is a Pisces. It's always an accumulation. So it's important just to remember, because somebody's like, can't always trust Sag. Like, I believe it. Like, yo, Sag, you really can't. The simplicity of it, you really can't trust the Sag, because Sagittarius don't have to care about you. Like, in all sincerity, they're gods, and you've seen through every movie depiction, gods don't really care about humans. Angels don't really care about humans either. Okay, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, and the ways that they care about you is not in the ways that will make sense to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they do have a purpose. They are here to guide us in certain ways, and they are here to tamper with us. But how they deliver their guidance or their answer or their messages is not always in alignment with what you think is morally just or right. You feel me? So when you get a person like a Sag or even a Libra, it's like certain signs have different responsibilities to carry out, and they're not here to give it to you the way you think or the way you were raised is right morally, or principles and values were or just or not. It's like, look, they got a job and it's more than you. Okay, you're a speck. Let's be real. I'm a speck. She's a speck. At the end of the day, there's a lot of things happening at all times. So it's like, when you get the message, when you get the answer, when you get the clarity, and you want to sit there and press ignore, well, guess what? They're gods. They really don't have to play with you. They're like, look, make that mother lover miss this cycle. Give him 15 years. So for 15 years, you're still paying for something stupid you did 15 years ago. So you don't really have the opportunity. When the moment and the opportunity comes and is presented to you, you have a choice, and you can choose how to decide how to use that energy. And, you know, your choice is your choice. So don't ever really lose track of that, no matter what the sign. What's up, souls of the Wind Tarot? Good to see a new face up in here. Love it. Thank you, everybody, for your thumbs up. We're currently on number 10, which is Capricorn, who's going through a 7th house. I know a lot of Caps right now. I got some good Cap friends, very loyal friends, very friends full of integrity, okay? And what this is telling me off the rip, I mean, Cap, you gotta feel, right? Like, you're the furthest thing from Cancer. So for starters, like, Cancer is the emotional center. Capricorn, your emotions are probably the most repressed in the whole zodiac. Wow, what a heavy drop. What a heavy drop. The card just said, almost got it. Can I show them up front?
Sure. And it's the one that I saw first.
It's the one you saw? So, based off of what I said so far for Capricorn, all right? I feel like you want to get it all. Go ahead, get it out. I feel like you had to, like, go ahead.
Well, you see, need deep cellular healing. So, it's about healing stuff that's been with you forever. And it has something to do also about what Pernell was saying prior about it's gonna take a physical stand if you don't take care of it in time. So it's gonna start being like a flu. It's gonna start being a backache. I know this is Capricorn. This happened on a full moon, so I know that the backache that I have, it's something karmic. It's because I didn't pay attention and because I didn't heal my wounds on time. So
I was talking to her too. I was like, I'm right here.
So learn from our mistakes. You're being told right now.
Then eventually I was like, all right.
Yeah, and then life just did its suit. So Arcturus energy. Arcturus it's another planet that's known because it has a very healing power. All about this planet, it's healing, and this is also physical and emotional. So that's what I mean when I say that if you don't heal it on the emotional level first, it's gonna develop something physical. So for you Capricorns, well, you said it's 7th house.
7th house, partnerships, balancing out the partnerships, business relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, all of that.
Yeah. So pay attention to your one-on-one relationship. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, it's one-on-one.
Right?
It's one-on-one.
Yeah, any one-on-one relationship. It could be, from my understanding, it could also be from a client or any person that you have this one-on-one touch. you have to set your boundaries and don't let anyone step on them, and to understand if they're triggering some old wounds, how to heal them, so you can understand and prevent yourself from injuring yourself like in a physical form. And if you have something physical, it's most likely because of something that you haven't healed. So if, for example, you you broke your ankle or your wrist or something, do a little bit of research of what that might mean in an emotional level, because it's most likely that it won't heal fully until you understand what's going on inside of you.
No, that's absolutely true, because remember, all earth signs, they store their intuition in their body. So this is important to remember. Their intuition is literally linked to their body. So like she said, when you feel something, if it's an injury, first off, it's already gone too far, right? Like the injury is already a sign like it's gone too far. It's trying to more abruptly get your attention because you already ignore the smaller signs, right? So if you get injured, it's something like that. Now, on the opposite side, you don't have to get hurt. You don't have to get injured, right? You can take it without the pain. So you can get these little tingles. And this can be so different. For women, this can be as simple as, especially in Cancer season, I know some women, like, their boobs have a tingle, right? Their boobs would be like, it's going to rain.
Like he's watched Mean Girls too many times.
Oh, is that what it was? Because I heard that before. It's like, I think it's going to rain.
Yeah, no.
Yo. But your sister didn't...
but there's like a tenderness to it. Like when you're about to get your period and they start to get tender, but you know it's not your period yet, so it doesn't make sense. That's the kind of tingling that he's talking about.
Yeah. Or even like feeling pregnant, but you know it's not true. I feel like that had came up, no?
Mm-hmm,
even like true, yes. Even if you feel pregnant, but you know it's not true. Because mind you, the opposite of Capricorn is Cancer, which is the womb. So I know for me, like a lot of my stuff, I have Cancer placements. It comes up in my womb. Mind you, this is the bones. Capricorn is the bones. So you're going through the 7th house. So it's like this intuition and of who are the right people to invest in, okay, in your one-on-one interactions, in your contracts, stuff like that. You're understanding how to incorporate your emotions in the process, and you're being a little less transactional. You're being a little less, because Capricorn, one of the ways they give love is through gifts, through things, or being able to use their status to get you something or somewhere closer. It's actually a way that Capricorns can show their love. So what I find is important is understanding that in your one-on-one relationships, everybody has their own form of showing love. So through one, it might be through gifts. The next, it might just be through their shared attention. Like for me, like one of the best ways I know how to show love is just by actually giving you my attention. If I give you my attention, I promise you, I have a tremendous amount of love for you, because I have no attention span for nothing. So it's like, if I do give attention, I really care for you. I really rock with you. This is why with YouTube, it's like, I like crave it almost when I don't get to go on YouTube, when I don't get to go live every once in a while. I'm like, because it's like, it's one of my ways that I give out my love even to you, the audience, right? And I much rather like that. So it's like, Kat, I really feel like what's happening is you're learning how to tune more to your emotions so that you can better balance out what the interactions, what your integrity tells you to do, how to be responsible in your one-on-one relationships in this new form of this emotional body is what I'm getting right now. This new emotional body that you have basically uncovered, probably through something family root or ancestral that has been revealed, or even just through a simple conversation you have with somebody in a one-on-one setting where you're recognizing a new sense of justice, you're recognizing a new sense of integrity, and how to go ahead and push forward into this new season. My womb hurts when I don't allow myself to express. Yeah. Absolutely.
And it makes a lot of sense too, because also it's aligned with the chakras. So if that's repressed, you really don't have the creativity. You're blocking yourself from that creativity to do more stuff. So at least you know it. That's like a super step, because now that you recognize that feeling, that you recognize that every time it hurts, you know what to do. Just go ahead and do it. Yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but it's something that you have to force yourself sometimes, because there's a lot of things that will try to actively sabotage you. Even yourself, even you within yourself, are like, no, maybe it will pass. Maybe it is actually my period, or maybe it's because I ate something. No, you know it. deep inside of you, you know it. And that's why I'm telling you to follow your intuition. And if you think about it, for example, all of these thoughts that maybe I'm hungry, maybe it's gonna be my period, that's already a thought process. You need to follow the first instinct that I need to express myself, and go ahead and do it. That's the only way you're gonna heal and go deeper on that.
Absolutely. So what you can do if you want to know a little bit more personal about some of the Abundant Reality Kickstart, on this all exclusive access, only for those of you who are here on live, you'll be able to get access to my WhatsApp. Okay, by clicking that link, you'll see some other things, but I think at the bottom it'll say WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp me. I literally will get it on this phone, and you can ask me more questions about the Abundant Reality Kickstart, so that I can just kind of share offline and ask more personal questions where you can actually ask me questions. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this link one more time so you can see the itinerary for it, as well as what you can screenshot so that we can win this free spot. Okay, like mind you, there's that free spot coming up. All I gotta do is screenshot it. Second place gets 55% off of the early bird, okay, which ends August 1st. August 13th, the program launches. We're going off. We're gonna have this 8 weeks. How to heal. How to connect with your guides first. How to heal, do the healing, applicable healing, which is why the third step is to apply it, okay, as well as finally to go through that conclusion of it. So that said, I'm gonna move on to the next sign. You can WhatsApp me. You can send, I was gonna say Iris. Her email is irisconnection@gmail.com. You'll see that in the description of this video. You'll see her email as well. So check her out. It's in the PDF document that we shared. Check it out. Send her an email or WhatsApp me personally. She likes email. I'm like, yo, talk to me on WhatsApp. Like, I ain't got time to be doing all this extra stuff. All right. Number 11. Aquarius. And I saw somebody said their ankles, they had to wrap both of them today.
Yeah, that's Aquarius.
What is it?
I don't know what.
No. Say it again.
Oh, that's Aquarius. The ankles are related to Aquarius. So probably something that Pernell's gonna tell us about is gonna make so much sense for your ankles. And I imagine that you have some Aquarius in your chart that's going to the physical level. So that's what you need to pay attention to and understand what to heal.
Boom. Aquarius, it's time to have this new season of your routine life. All right. Aquarius, you're really good at a systematic approach to doing things, even if it's always unconventional in the way that you create the systems and the structures. Excuse me. But for my Aquarius risings and suns, you're stepping into a new way to take care of your body. So somebody already hurt their ankles, right? Their ankles were hurt. We just expressed that that's Aquarius, right on time for this particular section. Ultimately, that means that you're not taking care of your health. Your physical health is out of balance. You need to start eating better, or at least bare minimum, be more mindful of what foods really F with your emotions, Cancer, in the wrong way. This is Venus in Cancer, valuing the emotions. When something says, when you eat that Snicker bar and it says, oh man, like I really feel supremely depressed, and it's messing with my actual routine, it's messing with my body in a way that's starting to impact my mental health in a negative fashion, having me have more negative anxieties and stuff like that. Aquarius is a sign of tremendous anxiety, fear. These things overrun Aquarians, okay? They will never share that. They'll never admit that. They don't like to even talk about it because they're so cosmic in nature, right? They're like not even a human. They're literally aliens. So it's like for aliens to be having to deal with human suffering in such a way, it's really hard to admit, which is why it becomes such a overwhelming anxiety, because they can't express it. It becomes very repressed. This is Cancer. Cancer is asking you to reveal these repressed anxieties, these repressed emotions, the repressed energies that got stuck, entrapped. Because Aquarius, you're still a fixed sign, right? So you focus on energy and a circular motion. Once you like something, once you have secured a routine that maybe even worked at a point, you want to maintain and keep it, and it's very hard for you to let it go. So for my Aquarius, or wherever Aquarius is in your chart, these are the areas where routines are going to be switched up. A brand new season, brand new start. Your emotions will lead you to it. And I highly recommend that you get new foods in your body that support your emotional health, so that you, from a physical level, okay, using your mind or what you know you should eat, from a physical level, you start to support your emotional body as well.
So the card I pulled for you, Aquarius, is a new earth. And this means basically, if you have some idea, if you've been working towards something, just be patient and know that it is coming. You just need to keep working a little bit more. It's gonna take a little bit longer for these things to develop as you wish, but it's definitely coming. So keep holding the vision. Don't change your direction right now, because you have everything that you need to succeed in this particular area of your life. So we're talking about routines in your body. So maybe it's sticking to a diet and you're seeing no results. Just try holding a little bit longer to it, and maybe you'll understand, especially just because it's the body. It's something that you need to detox first, and then you're going to see the results. It happened to me. I was doing like a detox diet to understand what I was allergic to or intolerant. And it was weird. Like I never knew that I was intolerant to soy or to dairy. It was pretty like pretty normal. I knew that I was allergic to dairy, but I found out the soy, I found out the sugar. That was surprising, because everything that I ate had sugar in it. But I had to really understand it and start reading the labels. Like even fruit, if you go into too much fruit, that's a lot of sugar that you're consuming and that you're thinking, it's healthy. So just understand a little bit more of the process. Don't give up. Just hold on a little bit longer, because you're going to make it. Especially, I'm telling you, it's something from the body. It's going to take a little time to first detox and then understand what's happening and see actual results.
Absolutely. And that's why Virgo is where the harvest comes. You know, it does the hard work, the actual work to get it done. So trial and error, absolutely. Thank you. You gave him the card for that or no?
Yeah. And your Earth,
okay.
yeah, to keep
My bad.
holding the vision, just keep moving forward.
This
to
is
it.
Aquarius.
Yeah, you don't really need to change anything right now.
We are officially on, and the reason why you don't have to change anything for Aquarius, because mind you, mutable signs, they just get rid of things, and that's how you magically are left with something at the end. Okay, things naturally begin to dissolve. All the barriers around it dissolve. That's why there's not much to change. It's just more something to sustain. All right, we got Pisces.
Yay.
Fifth house. This is what this looks like for you. Venus in Cancer. Cancer and Pisces being both watery energies, but with a fiery spunk of the fifth house, allowing yourself to play and have fun. Okay, so what this looks like for you, you're valuing fun as a source for your emotions to be expressed in a way where you more creatively can honor how to be yourself, your actual unique self, which is tough for Pisces because they're egoless. Okay, they don't actually have an ego, but fifth house is like the most secure ego. It's actually fixated on what it's developed as a part of its ego. So for you, Pisces, I feel like this is you valuing what an ego can do for you as a mutable sign who can absorb each and every other sign as an energy. Everything around you can absorb, and actually a lot of it can be completely unintentional. So it's about how do you be yourself and choose yourself, which also I feel like is about choosing a foundation, fourth house or Cancer, choosing a foundation that you value so that you can get to the right group of friends. Honestly, it feels like it's like you have to get to the right tribe. You have to get to the right group of friends that allow you to experience a very fertile new start to being yourself, where you have friends that doesn't want you to take on and absorb all of their emotional pains and traumas, right? Just because you can, just because it's natural for you, doesn't mean that it's your duty or responsibility. Because fourth house or Cancer can a lot of times mean emotional responsibility. This is one of the reasons why Cancer can repress its own feelings and not feel enough, because it has Capricorn on the other side, which is responsibility. It feels a certain emotional responsibility, a duty to take care of things outside of itself. But here's what's important to remember. Cancer is a sign of the individual, so it is for the self. So you're only required to your own responsible duties, like taking care of your own, being responsible for your own emotions. So what I'm getting for you, Pisces, at the end of the day is it's time for you to actually have the confidence, the bold confidence, and step into a new tribe, a tribe that is emotionally supportive. And a part of the emotional support is not using you, honestly, as a emotional crutch, because you naturally will do this as an unconditional lover.
Okay, so spaced out. It's a very pretty card. The whale and orca elders, like right on point, watery, just as Pisces, and it has a lot to do with allowing to be yourself, allowing you to be yourself, and to actually embrace this new community where you can do that, where you feel safe to do it. Because the power about this is that you need to dive deep to understand who are you really, and allow yourself to do that. This says like share your song, frequency of sound. So it's literally spreading your message, because Pisces is also like a mystical sign that is here on earth for a purpose higher than just ourselves. We really come here to share this unconditional love part. So part of this mission is to share who we are, and how we do this, how we spread this message. It can be in several forms, it depends on each of you, but it's something that you actively need to do right now, to let it be shared, to let it be open, but of course in a safe environment. Because that's a trickery. That's if there's some kind of fears, or if there's some kind of insecurity, automatically you just like shut yourself down and start being like that emotional clutch for everyone else. So you need to start being yourself, standing up for yourself, and doing the things that you love. And that it's kind of a little bit for like the message for Leo, that just for being themselves they're gonna be accomplishing this double mission. Is something like that for Pisces. They need to feel secure, they need to feel safe to be able to deliver this message and to deliver this unconditional love and everything divine that's within Pisces.
Hey, throw some love out there to Aileen. Check her Instagram out. I just dropped the screenshot and when it's super simple. I'm going to drop Eileen's Instagram right now. If you resonate with her, if you vibe with her, check this out. She's going to be dropping more YouTube videos of her own as time comes. But for now, Instagram is really the better place to find her as she continues to grow her own personal YouTube. That said, I'm going to drop my YouTube as well, because you can either share this with either one, tag either one of us, and simply follow the directions, okay? All of these things that I'm screenshotting now, or that I'm dropping in the links, are already in the description. So I dropped the screenshot and when, but I will drop the itinerary for all 8 weeks. A lot of Cancer has been about healing. And this is why now we're eventually starting to value the healing. We understand the things that we're looking to heal. So come in with a mindset of like knowing, what are you looking to heal? Why is it important for you to connect with your guides? What have you done already that has stopped you from applying the knowledge that you've gotten in all this mental masturbation? To be honest, I am an Aries. I'm a very action-oriented person. I'm a triple Aries. I'm a very action-oriented person. I do not want to talk to you. I really don't. I only talk to you so that I can get you inspired just enough so that you're ready to start acting on things. Acting and practicing real life magic with a K, okay? Magic with a K. Not the theory, the evolution of the practice. And how does magic and astrology come together? She's more of a magician. As Life Path 11s, we're in a sense both magicians, but it's like astrology is more of my thing, and it's like they all link. They're very cohesive. So we're gonna look to help you use both of these to connect with the guides. For me, the guides primarily are dragons and angels, okay? These are what I connect with the most. These are the things I'm gonna help to guide you with, to help show and reveal. If it resonates already, then you know that you have them, even if you're not consciously aware of them. She's helping you connect with the more,
With basically like any kind of energy, because I really don't see as forms. So sometimes it's just because it resonates more with you. So I have, that's why I have multiple decks, because I know that something is gonna resonate better with each person. Like for some it's mantras, for some it's mermaids, for some it's the starseed oracle. But at the end of the day, it's just allowing yourself to. Well, no, it's fine. At the end of the day, it's to help you understand and to facilitate this connection. Because once that you have like a more let's say a more tangible sense of what these energies are and how do they move and how they affect you, then you start to understand what are they trying to tell you and when they're talking to you. Because there's a lot of people that's like, no, I can't connect with my guide. But then I start talking to them and like, oh yeah, sometimes I feel like someone is touching me on the shoulder. I'm like, dude, well, that's them. So it's just to help you understand what's going on. What is this energy that you're feeling, and how you can use it, so you can understand what to do, what not to do, understand their guidance, because they're always there for us. And as I say this, I really feel like I should pull a last message from the Mermaid Oracle.
Absolutely.
For a closing statement.
Hit it.
Okay.
What's up, Elijah? How you doing? You have way more than 2 dragons as well, Shali. I just wanted to kind of shoot those 2 things out. You got way more than 2 dragons. Animals is another one that really connects with me, by the way, and ancestors. I forgot about them in the moment. Animals, ancestors, dragons, angels. But go ahead.
Yeah, this card is called the Water Maiden. So it says, we the mermaids send you youthful. Pardon my English. Send you your youthful energy, a free-spirited lust for life that will make every moment delicious. Savor this time, connect with this vitality, and feel the refreshing energy flowing through you. So it's just about new starts. It's giving me, again, this vibe of let go of anything that's holding yourself back right now. Go ahead with this new beginning. Do what you need to do. You have now all of your signs. You know what you need to do according to that. Do your rising, to your sun, to your moon. And just go for it with a fresh new start, a fresh new vision. Don't hold on to the past. Just keep moving forward and you will succeed. That's what I'm getting.
Hey, we got your English. Her English is perfect. I know, right? Like, I mean, she is native Spanish speaker, but her English is pretty much like right on. You know,
it's the accent.
It's the accent. Yeah, that's a lot of it. Somebody asked about black dragons, and I told them you'll share a dream. I can tell you about the black dragon that comes to my mind personally as well, and I can let her share the dream. And I think they're definitely 2 different aspects. I think maybe it'll be more beneficial if I share mine first. I think hers is more of a cute thing, but a little bit more than that, to be honest.
But I mean, before you even start this, let me say that this is what I mean with everyone has different energies, and even though the black dragons came to us in different ways, it's the same energy that's guiding us through it. Mm-hmm. So it's very different approach, but it's still something that if you kind of understand for yourself, you're going to be actively know what you need to do and what are you guided to do now.
Absolutely. So the black dragon that comes to my mind specifically is the alpha dragon. It's the first one. What I know it as is a 9th dimensional dragon. In all sincerity, it does not really make much contact with people. It doesn't really come to people. You don't really see this alpha dragon. Its responsibilities are just way much more than 3D reality, the 3rd dimension, which is where we live, right? There are some workings that it does work with unicorns, okay? But that's a whole different story. Unicorns are more like 7D and 8D. But essentially, these are kind of like part of the makers of reality. It's a masculine energy. It's like considered one of the highest forms of masculine energy. And when you see a black dragon, the fact that you saw one flying as well is asking for your alpha male, your alpha energy to basically. And when I know you, Elijah, and we were in the woods that day, and remember, so Elijah and I were in the woods. I took a visit to Connecticut, and he kind of had this like awakening moment, and we were in this forest where there were dead bodies buried in the back, okay, and we felt those energies. We saw the ground blazed in a circle. Literally, it was blazed in a circle. It was all completely black and scorched, and things started attacking us. Let's just call them spirits for the moment. From the tree line. I'm not kidding you. From behind us. So the whole thing was a trap. My whole point behind it is that day I had Elijah who asked about the black dragons. The animal that came through to me for him was the wolf. It was an alpha wolf as well. What's up, Jamie? How you doing, girl? Jamie's one of the ones that's already in the 8 weeks. Yeah.
And I'm seeing 22. Your number, Jamie.
22. Can you press copy and paste on that?
Oh, sure.
One by one. So the alpha male the alpha wolf, my bad, came through for Elijah while we were there. And so I actually had Elijah literally, and I did it with him on all fours, his hands and his feet, and we were literally we were on all fours like this, and we had a moment to kind of play and just move like a wolf would move and do some playful movements. Long story short, in that moment, the alpha male within him was going through that wake up process, and it's requiring you, Elijah, to fly. Right, this black dragon is coming to say, hey, your purpose and your direction has been enlightened. It's been informed, and from here you must take actual action in an alpha male way, in a way where you are actually a leader and you're not following anymore. So when I see the alpha male dragon specifically, what's very important is that you get very much attuned with your purpose and your direction before you start to move, before you start to push. Because if you start pushing in any direction just because you have difficulty being in the dark and not knowing what's next, this is where most males really fail, as especially as an energy, especially as a masculine energy. We are always going to be forced to be in a moment of the unknown, the dark, okay? And women or feminine energy is waiting to support us, waiting to nurture the mission, the purpose, the direction in a very divine way. But we, before moving, we can't move in any direction just because we don't know where to go, or if we feel uncomfortable, or if we were programmed that we always have to be moving and that you can't have that moment to stay still. So for you, Elijah, what I'm getting with the black dragon that was flying, it's saying very clearly, before you actually hit the part where you're really, really flying, be clear on where you're going and be sure. Because the manifestation power of the black dragon is instant. Understand what I just said? It's instant, which is why you don't move before you know where the hell you're going. Because if you do, you're going to put a lot of people in danger, especially the women who are supporting your purpose in that direction. So that's what I'm getting ultimately right now. That's probably a whole, I'm getting a whole, like my whole inside of my gut is like dropping, like it's going do. It's like dropping level by level by level. But this is a little bit of what I'm talking about with the Abundant Reality Kickstart. It's like these things, they're I'm so passionate about them. I want to share how to connect with these guys, how to connect with the dragons in deeper ways, angels, animals, so many more things that like I can't even begin to help you comprehend, but without getting the feedback with you live, to be in a type of interaction where we're on the Zoom call. You have the chance to talk to us. You're gonna have our number to be able to call us. It really changes the game. You're not just listening to us. You're acting and you're practicing magic with us. You're connecting with the guys. You're going through the healing. You're applying information. You're applying what the guys are asking you to do. You're getting really clear. You're learning how to decipher which are the guides and who are the demons. Because let's be real, there are just as many demons as there are angels. Okay, there are just as many bad things that are trying to throw you off course at the same time as throw you on course. And some of the good ones are throwing you off course to get you back on course. So it takes a lot to be able to start discerning. Hit the thumbs up. Aileen, what?
Oh yeah, my dream, and it's so funny because we have this thing where we tell each other the dreams, and sometimes it doesn't hit me as fast because it's always like you sometimes need an external force to understand what's going on. So as much as I like to understand dreams, because I do this for my sister, I do this like for my friends, and it's easy to understand their dreams, like what are they about. But when it comes to mine, I always need like a second look, and then it hits me and I understand. So for example, in this dream, I was walking, I was on a mission, I was going to save the world. That's something that I have very clear from the beginning. I was going to save the world, and I walked by this like kind of what do you call where they keep the horses, like stables?
Yeah, the stables.
Yeah, I passed like a stable, and I saw a bunch of little mini horses, like ponies, like very, very black. And when I approached, I realized that they weren't ponies at all. They were like mini dragons. And there was one that was just looking at me like, oh my god, I really want to go with you. And it looked at the mama, because it wasn't mama dragon, that wasn't a question. Looked like asking for permission, and mama was like, yeah, you go. Like she literally just bumped him with her head. Yeah, it's like, and then it came out of the stable. He approached me, and I remember seeing like the hair. It was so dark, so black that it was blue, electric. I could see like the electricity going through the hair. And I was like, yeah, and at first I was like, I really don't know where to pet you or what to do with you. I knew he was friendly for sure, but I didn't want to hurt him. So then he started like uh, caressing me in the places where he wanted to be pet. So I understood how he wanted to be loved. And I was like, I really don't know what that meant. And he was like, I'm the dragon. What are you talking about, woman? I am the black dragon. And then I looked like sideways and yeah, that's exactly how the black dragon's hair looked like. He was literally just showing me how he wants to be loved. That's why he said it's so much of a cute thing. But again, these are the energies that we need to be aware of. Because if I just dismissed this dream, if we wouldn't have gone that step further, you know. So every dream has something to give you. It doesn't really matter how long or how short. There's something behind it because all of these energies are here to guide us and to show what is the way that we need to do. What are the questions? What's the path? If there's something that's confusing us, they're just there to show us the way and to give us the answers.
Boom, boom, boom. So for the last and final time, I shared Eileen's Instagram. You will need that in order to tag her or tag I. It doesn't matter who. As long as we see you, we can get in contact so we know who's going to win. Like I said, somebody will win a free mentorship spot. Okay? It is that simple. As well as a 55% off for second place, as well as a 33% off for third place. All right, we want you to get involved, get engaged, but understand that this requires you to actually ask and do the real questions, right? You have to actually go ahead, tag us out. This is the screenshot one last time. You take this, you download that, you follow the instructions, and it'll let you know how to go ahead and win, okay? How to win that spot that we're talking about. That's free, be entered up before August 1st. That is the early bird, okay? That is the early bird. There's nothing to hide. The early bird is $497. You will be absolutely stupid to not apply, period. Other than that, it does go up about 27% or so after August 1st. But even if we're beginning August 13th, this is the real start. We'll be in our own personal home back in Mexico, so we'll be very comfortable. We made sure to extend it out just far enough so we can be in our own home. Everything Cancer theme related. We're valuing the home. We're valuing what Mercury is asking of us in Cancer. We're valuing what the Sun is asking of us in Cancer. So my point of saying that is that we're going ahead and we're taking the steps to do it all in integrity and not be doing it on the fly while we know we're in the middle of traveling. We're in the U.S., we're doing the family thing. We're visiting. We're so much traveling. So I also saw somebody booked an astrology reading. So thank you for that because you're super dope, especially while having it happen on a live. I didn't make that mention earlier, but I want to say thank you. I love you. I saw somebody else join the Discord just now at the exact moment as well. So thank you for that as well. Give me some more time on the Discord. That's all forming. Right now, you know what's up. The Abundant Reality Kickstart. I'll see you soon. Check us out.
Thank you.
Love. How do I end this?
We're not.
Oh.
I don't know what you're doing, bro.
I was like, how do I stop the video? How do I stop the video? Jamie, I'll see you soon, girl. Thank you, Elijah,
Thank you.
Jamie, Chalet, Jasmine, everybody over here, Echoist, gang. I found out how to stop it. Boom.